As someone who's won all their fights in Muay Thai, I want to talk about how I built my style. Now, styles can be very complex. Some people will assume that because you're a shorter fighter, you should be doing boxing, or because you're stockier. I don't know. They have all these terms. Okay, I actually disagree with a lot of this kind of idea. I believe that every single person has their own mentality, their philosophy in fighting. You instinctually have some sort of thought to fight. Now, this I don't mean to sound very watery here, right? I mean this seriously. I personally don't like getting hits. I like to be evasive. Yet the people that I fight are usually taller than me, so it doesn't make sense. It almost doesn't make sense for me to be, I guess, less to be more evasive. It makes sense. It makes more sense for me to be, aggressive moving in because I'm a shorter fighter. I dislike that sentiment. I believe that you should do what your instincts tell you to do. If your instincts tell you, oh yeah, I actually really want to go in and rock them, but your coach tells you, no, you need to start backing off. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because eventually, because of your opponent's pressure, let's say worst case scenario, they start pressuring you. Yes, you might have drilled in that you need to move forward, but by nature you are evasive. You will eventually dodge them. You will start to move away, but you don't have the tools to properly keep them away. You'll get knocked out. That's just the truth. You need to work with your own mentality, whatever your mentality is. And there's honestly just like genuinely just two types. Do you want the fight? Do you want to like literally bring the fight to them, or do you want the fight to be brought to you? Now you can flip flop depending on like your the momentum of the fights. Okay, obviously it doesn't make sense if you're very clearly outmatching the other person. If you're keeping them very well at distance, and then they don't know when to come in, then yeah, you can go in for like the kill shot and that. Okay, but it should be more like a sniper. You shouldn't need to have to rush in. But if you want to be more aggressive, then you be more aggressive. But I need you to think about this. There are certain fighters out there, legendary fighters, okay, who they will literally fight against taller people. Chai, for example, he would literally give up a 5 kg weight advantage. Okay, like the opponent will be taller and heavier, and Chai will still win. This is one of the reasons why he's known as like one of the greatest Muay Thai fighters of all time. That is that's a very solid argument. But when you look at how he fights, he's still very evasive against this taller fighter. He will still be evasive, as he usually is. And yes, he is more aggressive at times, but honestly, if you want to be evasive, if you want to be more aggressive, you need to work on these things. All right? You need to work on these things. That's so important. You need to watch the fighters who do these kind of things. Buakaw, for example, is a very good person to look at if you are aggressive. If you want to be more of the aggressive kind of fighter who likes to kick them a lot. Now, yes, he does kickboxing, but his background is Muay Thai. So you could probably search up like Buakaw Muay Thai fights. All right, but in general, like honestly, it's still pretty good to watch him if you want to be more aggressive. Now, you want to fight more on the back foot kind of idea. Samart Payakaroon is pretty good to watch. Okay, Diesel Noi, yes, he's also pretty good. He has very like long legs, so especially if you're very tall, then I would say he is the best person to watch for you. But if you want to be more aggressive, watch Buakaw. This is like my trifecta. Okay, I watched these people, I studied them, and I basically like copied how they fight, how they thought for certain moves. I copied them. Like the thing is, if you want to win a fight, Muay Thai is an activity. It's literally a sport, right? So in order to get really good at the sport, just start copying people who have already been not just very good but legendary. Start watching these people. Buakaw for the aggressive people. If you want to be more aggressive, you want to land those shots, all right, those big power shots, watch Buakaw. If you want to be a little more evasive, keep them at distance, be a bit tricky, you can watch Samart or Sayanchai, honestly. But if you watch Sayanchai, I assume that you want to be Southpaw, so a lot trickier in that sense. But if you wanted to bring like the clinch in, you wanted to like almost choke them out, destroy them with knees, Diesel Noi. Watch these fighters. As a Muay Thai coach, I'm telling you, these are some of the greatest fighters that you can study. Just like honestly, like Samart, he's probably my favorite Muay Thai fighter. He technically, like in the videos that you will see of him in his matchups, that was actually past his prime. His like this is me just it's a slight glazing session, right? But his matchups, like those recorded ones, were actually past his prime because his fights before that weren't recorded. So you can assume he was much. This thing is, he was much better. He was much better. But all we have are really just like footnotes. That's all we really have. So just keep that in mind. But yes, just to sum up the video, watch Buakaw for the aggressive, big shots, big combos kind of idea where you kind of want to be a tank. Samart, if you want to be more evasive, right? I really like being evasive because I like to think about my brain health, my mental health, right? I would watch him. Diesel Noi, if you want to destroy them with clinch, if you want to destroy them with knees. Honestly, at the amateur level, Diesel Noi is probably one of the most dangerous guys because no one really wants to get really good at knees, but they, I'm telling you from experience, they work. They work. I've used all three of these people to build my style. All right, I used them all. I didn't just throw all my chips into one place, but like I had a very, I preferred Samart, but then I mix it in with some Buakaw, and then if they close the distance on me, I would be like Diesel Noi. Like rock, paper, scissors is what I'm trying to say. That's literally all it is. Now, if you want my personal one-to-one help with Muay Thai, if you want to get better at it, whether you are someone who is doing it recreationally or just wanting to honestly get really good just at the gym, just I have a program down below. You can check it out. I'll help you one-to-one there. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'll see you later. Bye bye.